Most High, we greet all of you in the name of Yahweh. Please share the page from here. All right, so we're going to run quickly to that lesson. It's take control of your life. And we say Happy New Year to everyone, to our brothers and our sisters in the Most High. May the Most High bless you in this year and prosper your hands. All right, so let's get to it. Get me Proverbs 9, verse 10 and 12. Proverbs 9, verse 10 and 12 to open up. Take control of your life. All right. Proverbs 9, verse 10 and 12.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 9, and verse 10 and 12.
10 through 12.
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10.
Right, read.
It says, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
Read.
For by me thy days shall be multiplied.
So by me, by the Most High, your days will be multiplied. Read.
And the years of thy life shall be increased.
Right, shall be increased. That increase don't mean that your life in a sense you live 900 years. It means that you will see progress in your life. By me, by the Most High, by the discipline the Most High is still in us. Read on.
It says, verse 12. Salakia. Says, if thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself.
Right. If you wise for who? Not for the Most High. You wise for your own sake. You wise for your own self. It's gonna be profitable to you. Read on.
If thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it.
So if you scorning whatever we're bringing out, if you going like, hey, I don't know what they're talking about, the Bible says you shall bear it alone, because at the end of the day you fail to listen to wisdom and understanding. So in this new year, get me Psalms 90. I believe verse 7, the one we pulled earlier.
Book of Psalms, chapter 90, and verse 7. Psalms 90, verse 7.
Verse 12. Psalms 90, verse 12.
The book of Psalms, chapter 90, and verse 12.
Read on.
It says, so teach us to number our days.
Read on.
That we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
Right. Teach us to number our days. That doesn't mean to literally number your days, meaning to make your day count, to make every day count.
To be productive.
Right. To be productive during your day. Okay. So now, this new year, as time is passing, you aging, you walking closer to death. Right? You only have, if you live 100 years, you live 36,000 days. It's not a long time. You used to be 8, you used to be 12, you're 18, you're 27, you're 40, you're 50. Okay? Before you gonna know it, what's gonna happen, you no longer can work. You're working toward your death. But what have you accomplished in this life, though? Okay? Time requires progress. A new year requires change. Right? That new year, you need to change. You need to change strategy. Right? You got to change the way you used to do things with a new year. So that's why the Most High say, by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. Because by the Most High, if you're working with the Most High, He expects every year that you make progress. The Most High is not the type of person you're working with, but you stay on the bottom. If you're working with Him, the reflection of His glory got to be upon you. Every year, people need to see that you're moving in the right direction, that you're making progress in your life, not decreasing. If you're decreasing, the Most High said, by me you shall increase. If you're decreasing, you're not walking by the Most High. All right? So as time is passing, one thing you got to remember, brothers, if you don't take control of your life soon, something going to happen. It's something like you sick for a long time, you cannot work. Or you become old and you can no longer work. There's an accident, you're in a wheelchair. So the real question is, are you ready for these events? Are you ready for when you can no longer work? Unfortunately, in the black community, I've seen it, black women and black men, after a couple of years, we either have to keep working or we go homeless.
While you're on this subject, there is, by the way, guys, you see, there is insurance. There is insurance. Right, right. So there is an insurance. I think it's Aflact. So they provide you, even if you get sick, you go to the hospital. Um, they paying you for the whole time you're at the hospital. Even if you take a visit to the doctor, they pay you for that.
Right.
Okay, and even if you, let's say, if you have a pregnant woman, if you had this insurance before you have a baby, so they give you a certain amount of money for all the days that the woman will be at the hospital.
All right, we gotta keep going because we ain't giving them free props.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's keep going. So there'll be a time that you can no longer work. There'll be a time that you're gonna be sick. Are you ready for these days? Because this is a common thing in the black community. Once we reach certain age, we're in the streets, man. You know how many old men I see on the road, they're begging? Yeah, that old man, I see that old guy, man, he gray hairs, everything. That man cannot even stand, man, he's begging. So did he prepare for this day, or was he drinking and partying? And when they told him, man, you gotta work, the Most High always send a messenger. He said, man, I don't have time for that. Right? They just drink their lives until they get to an age that die like in, you know that I talked to the minister, there's a place in Pompano Beach where they bury people. They bury homeless people, but that's also where they bury animals. It's all decrepit. You know that by the
sample?
Yeah, by Copens, you know, by them storage.
No, that's Copens?
Yeah, that's Copens.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it's stored. So they literally bury dogs and pets. That's where they bury people that are homeless. Right? So this is come on, man. This is what you've turned into. Right? They're burying you in the same ground with pets, with dogs. Tell me you're not a dog. So because you know what that happened to us as a people? Because we failed to take control of our lives when we were young. Let me show you what our people do while we living. Get me Ecclesiasticus 19 verse 2. Ecclesiasticus 19 verse 2. We need to take control of our lives, man. For our future, for our children. Right?
The book of
Especially us that are in the truth. Read that, right?
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 2.
Read.
It said, wine and woman will
Those two W's, now we at the web do it. Wine, women in the web. Right? Those wwws, women, wine, web. Right? Wine and women will what?
Wine and woman will make men of understanding to fall away.
Read on.
And he that cleaveth to harlot will become impudent.
Will become impudent, meaning he'll never want to change. Right? Because he cleaved to harlots.
That's a good one right there.
So that's what our people cleave unto. But remember, young brother, remember, elder men, when their day come, that you see all these harlots, they're only interested because you're a truck driver, you got that money. Especially them truck drivers. They be taking women left and right. All these women, they're only interested in your money. Once you don't have it, you sick somewhere, you won't see nobody. You won't see absolutely nobody. Okay, that's what's going to happen to you. Okay, keep going, drinking wine and take women. You're going to know when you can no longer work, who's going to help you out. By the way, it takes about $4 million to take care of someone from 68 to the time he died, around 90 some, for a good, not a great retirement, a decent retirement. in this system we live in. To pay rent, food for all these years, you can't work. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw a video a long time ago. I can't remember the name of the lady, but she's a nurse, and she was talking about how she saw many black men, especially black men, aged between 30 and 45, that come to the hospital with some kind of disease. A lot of them heart disease, but most of them would be in the hospital all alone, having nobody, no wife, right? No girlfriend, nobody. They're just by themselves. And when she would ask them, "How come you have nobody to visit you?" Yeah, you know, I was a player. I ain't got nobody. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got no children. I ain't got.
They're players.
They were just.
I keep
players,
playing.
right? But now, when you're in the hospital, seriously, when you're in the hospital, you spend like 3, 4, 5 days, nobody visit you. You start realizing, man, damn, I'm really alone. it's
Well,
bad.
I mean, at least these men probably have something, but sometimes these other ones, they have absolutely nothing. Broke. Absolutely broke. See, that's the problem. So we need to take control of our lives. All right, so let's keep moving. So wine and women is what take away their mind, even of strong men. So now, get me Luke, let's keep some of the stuff. Actually, get me Job 36, verse 10 and 12. Job 36, verse 10 to 12.
The book of Job 36, verse 10 to 12.
Read. I'm going to finish at exactly 9:30. All right. Job 36, verse 10 to 12. Read.
The book of Job 36 and 10 to 12. It says, He opened also their ear to discipline.
To what?
To discipline.
Read on.
And commanded that they return from iniquity.
The Most High commanded that you return from all these iniquities that are leaving you broke. All these sins you're doing, like by my house, there's a bunch of them. All day they're smoking, but they're broke as hell. They can't eat. I'm like, I see where your money is going. They smoke. And I'm like, how much is all these cigarettes though? You're smoking all day, every day. Every day I see you, you got a cigarette in your mouth. I don't know what they're smoking. Cigarette weed, right? So whatever they're smoking, I know it costs money. So, and those things are inflation. They go up. So, I see why you don't have money. So the scriptures say, if we turn away from iniquity, then what's going to happen? If we open our ears to discipline, if we're willing to listen, read on.
If they obey and serve him,
Read on.
they shall spend their days in prosperity.
And what?
In prosperity.
Read on.
And their years in pleasures.
In your years and pleasure. If you just listen to the Most High, a lot of you think the truth is not about pleasure, it's not about prosperity. But that's exactly what the truth is about. That you prosper, that you live in pleasure. That you have enough food, you can travel, you have the money. The Lord never told us that if you follow me, stay broke. No, he said, I'm going to prosper you and I'll give you power to get wealth. I'll make you wealthy. Right? But the world trying to get wealthy, not by the Most High. That's why a lot of time with that wealth come a lot of bloodshed. It comes, you don't have peace. The Most High said, I'll give you wealth and I'll add peace unto it. Because you won't get unrighteous wealth with the Most High. Right? So now, if we only open our ears to discipline, we shall be good. Get me Luke 16, verse 8. So now let's talk to you brothers that are in the truth, sisters that are in the truth. You may realize that I'm in the truth, but I'm broke. I'm going through hell. I don't have money. I don't have time. I'm working all day. Why? Right? Because the book of Joshua 1 and 8 say, if you keep my laws, then you shall prosper. Then there's something you're missing there. Right? Read that out.
Luke chapter 16 and verse 8.
Read on.
It says, and Moses commanded the unjust steward because he had done wisely, For the children of this world or in their generation wiser than the children of light.
So the children in the world are wiser than children of light. Meaning the people, Esau and all these people, they're wiser than us. They make smarter decisions than us. And one thing about us as a people, we always bragging about how smarter we are. We're smarter than Esau. But are we smarter than them? Are we smarter than them? Because apparently you can see Esau, they take care of their business. Not only Esau, but when you look at the people in the world, they seems to have time, they seems to have the health, they have the money, but we in the truth don't have that. Now I know you can say the world is not given to us, but the world is taken away from us because of lack of knowledge and wisdom. We gave the world over to Esau because we refuse knowledge and understanding. So we can't be like, oh brother, the world is given to Esau. No, Esau took the world because he learned more. The one that know more, gonna rule. The one that have more wisdom and knowledge rule. That's how it is. Right? The Bible says strong men, a man of learning, gonna increase. If he keep learning, he keep increasing. But we don't learn. In the world, we see it's quick. The people in the world quickly put business up. There's no slacking, right? It seems like the truth, they're living in the truth and we're not. Because the truth manifests in their lives. They have the money, they have the vacation, they're enjoying their lives. But you that's in the truth, you're running back and forth. You're working all day. You don't know what you're doing. You know why? Because you do not organize your life. Right? So the truth, while it's going to give you a lot of morality, but some things the truth can't do for you. The truth cannot organize your day. The truth cannot organize your week, your month, your years. The truth will not write down and keep track of your plans for you. The truth will not control your time, manage your finances. The truth will not create budgets for you, manage your children's future. The truth cannot create a retirement plan for you. The truth cannot make you take a vacation. The truth cannot keep your body in good health, and the truth cannot help you learn and improve your skills if you don't want to. So, in general, the truth is an advisor. It's going to advise you on how to live, but it's not going to take action for you. If you wake up every day, you don't have a plan for your day, someone else will have a plan for you. Maybe your friend. Your friend will say, can you go to the beach? Oh, yeah, then you will be like, oh, man, I had somewhere to go. I had a job interview. Oops. You missed that job interview. Another opportunity gone, another time wasted. And then you realize, oh, man, I had that paper to do. Let me tell you, everything you do in life have a consequence. If you waste time, there'll be a consequence for that too. Right? How many times because we didn't plan, we didn't know that bill was coming, then we didn't put money on time on the bank, then overdraft fees. Right? Because because remember, whenever that's economics. They tell you cannot be at the same time, at the same, you cannot be at the same place at the same time. Meaning, in economics, they teach you, if you give up that place, right? If you give up that place, there's another place you're gonna be. You can't, basically it's like you leave an opportunity for another one. You cannot have everything all at once. It's the same thing for money. You cannot have money for everything. It's either you keep that opportunity or you lose that opportunity. That's how economics work, right? It's meaning if you waste that time, you lost that time. Right? You got some?
Yeah, I was thinking of Newton's third law. That says for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you don't get that done, guess what? There'll be a reaction to that. There'll be a consequence for that. You got to take control of two things in your life, your time and your money. If you want to live good, you got to take control of your time. Why take control of your time? Because if your time is not balanced, whatever you don't have time for, you're going to lose it. If you started learning something you don't have time for it, you start losing what you learn. If you no longer have time for your kids, then your kids start no longer recognize or feel you in their lives. You start losing your kids. Maybe your wife too. You understand? You have a job where you spend so long from your wife. Then don't be surprised when you got junk load at your house. Right? Because you never home. Even the scripture said the only time you separate from your wife is when you pray. So if you got a job that takes you so long away from your wife, you need another job. You understand? So whatever you don't have time for, you lose. Even if your job too, let's say you say, I don't have time for my job, they're going to fire you. Right? So if your job is taking too much of your time, then guess what? You need to find another job where you can balance your family life, you can balance your job life, and your friends and everything. Happiness doesn't always come from money only. It comes from people around you. So you need to balance your happiness. So your money, I don't even have to tell you why you need to balance your money. We all know what happened in America if you don't pay them bills on time. There'll be fees. And overdraft fees, right? So you better manage your money good. So here's some advice to take control of your time, all right? 4 things, simple things. Advice, you don't have to take them. I hope you do though. Write them down. Plan your day before you sleep or when you wake up. Before you go out there, plan your day on what you want to do. So someone don't have a plan for you. Number 2, plan for your family and friends. You know, when's the last time you took your wife out? You go on a cruise, you go somewhere. Enjoy your life with your family and your friends. You need to create memories. You understand? It's very important, right? Take notes of important dates in your life. You understand? It's when your wife says, baby, do you know what day it is? You know, taco day, taco Tuesday. It's like, go. 2,000 words per mile. It's our marriage date.
Anniversary.
How can you forget that? You know, women got hard drives, man. They remember everything.
And that's one thing with the white man, man. They never pass a year, man, without them going to vacation. You know, I had some workers, some coworkers. I used to work with them. It's so funny. They used to always have planning their own vacation with their friends.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, how come they have, you know, they would plan their damn going to Bahamas and explore the life, man.
Exactly.
But we sitting here and thinking that we praying to God and be misery and everything.
But the most I say, if you follow me, you'll live in pleasure. It's not the Bible that told us to be like that. Not only Christianity mess our mind, make us think everything is in a sense that God wants to keep us poor. You understand? You just got to be poor. And all those things in the world, those pleasures are not for you. That's what they told you. So they put you in a box. But the most I say, man, if you follow me, you live in prosperity and pleasure. You need to be able to have fun in your life. All right? So it's 35. Great. All right. So let's wrap this up. So 2, take control of your finance. Check your budget daily. Number 2, write what you want to buy, both short-term and long-term. Why long-term? Again, when the taxes come, you don't go out there and spend money because you didn't even know what you wanted in the first place. You understand? Then you realize, oh man, I didn't buy that one.
You purchase a whole couch with the whole money.
Exactly. Exactamente. That's what our people do. We just go ahead and buy so much stuff, but then we realize there was more important stuff we needed. So write down those important dates. Write down the things that you need to buy, both short-term and long-term. Create saving accounts, either at home in the banks. Retirement plan. Your future is college. Your children's college. You need to have a saving plan for your projects, emergency funds. You need to have these things. Keep track of what you buy, right? When you wake up in the morning, when you're making your plan, what did I buy yesterday? Then I check my account. You know, put everything in order. And 5, write up to 50 things of what you want to accomplish. So those are important things. I hope you guys take notes of these things and actually apply them on that. So last point is Matthew 25:20. Let's close that with it. We're gonna close with that. Take control of your time and your money. That's how you take control of your life, right?
Matthew 25:20.
Right.
Book
So
of Matthew 25:20.
quick things. Being in the truth doesn't mean automatically you'll be wealthy or you'll have it if you don't practice these things. If you don't take control of your life. Right, because our people, how we live is that we wake up, we go to work, you understand, we pay them bills. We don't have no project for our lives, no plan for our lives. You understand? It's time for us to take control. Other than that, we cannot be blessed. Read on.
Matthew 25:20.
Mm-hmm.
One second. It says, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought all the 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have again beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right. So he says a servant, man, because you take 5 talents and make more out of it, you're a visionary. Right? So I'll give you more. That's how the Most High operate. You're gonna realize if you try I have my own personal experience. During those few weeks I've been putting things in order, I see the Most High literally is blessing more and more. It's like the Most High said, now you got a plan, I'm ready to give you more. You know what you're gonna do with what I'm gonna give you. So I'm gonna give you more. And I see you got good plans. But when you have no plans and you're asking the Most High for money, that money gonna be used to destroy you. Because you don't know what to do. And oftentimes, I'm gonna say around tax time, that money come out, what do we do, man? We have no plan for it. Absolutely, we don't know what we're gonna do with it. We need to have a plan before the Most High bless you with money. So when the money comes, you know exactly what you're gonna do with it, right? I remember that sister at my job, man. She's like, man, I got the tax, man. I just buy a couch. Then after that, they report her car. She failed to pay her car. Yeah, you didn't have a plan. Now sell the couch and get the car.
He said the race is not for the swift. We in the truth, we have the knowledge. We have the truth, but the truth only can't just say the truth only can't really do much if you're not applied.
Exactly. So the Bible said the children of the world are wiser than the children of the light. And the children of the world, they might not have the morality again to support them for long goal, but at least they organize their days, they plan their vacation, they have a vacation fund. I talked to my wife, and there's one person at her job, she's like, I got a vacation fund, so we always put money on there. So whenever the time comes, after we got certain money, we buy a ticket and go enjoy ourselves. So even the people in the world know I need the vacation fund. But you don't have that. So that's when you need to take a vacation. It's like, I want to take, but I don't have money. You never planned for it. You didn't have a fund for that. You were not ready for that, right? It's when your children reach 18, you're like, oh my goodness, I have no money to put them to college. They've been at your house for 18 years. You understand? But you have no dime to put them to college. You have no plan. You understand? You retired at 60. You've been working for 50 years. You understand? You were working since you were a teenager. Check your retirement account, $0. You were not planning your life. Brothers and sisters, the truth is good. The truth is the truth. You understand? The wisdom the Most High give us is great. But they cannot be useful if you don't practice them. If you don't take control of your life to make it happen. So take control of your life with all these advices, man. And I hope this new year, with all these advices, you can start planning your day, start thinking of your financial future, plan your time better, and put everything on paper, man. And again, write things down. Don't go on your phone on those little apps. Right? My advice is write down what you need to do like every day. You can use those apps, use them for record saving, to save records of old things. So you can reference back to them. That's what I do. But things I need for today, my budget for today, I write them down because you're more likely to do them. So brothers and sisters, those are some advice. May the Most High continue to bless you as you take control of your life this year. I hope that was helpful. Trust me, if you do these things, you shall never be moved. All praise to the Most High, by Hashem Yahushai. Happy New Year to everybody. Hallelujah. Give the Most High hand, man. Hallelujah. All right, all praise to the Most High. Shalom, everyone. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah. Oh. Guys, we're